More updates on the son of the former Zimbabwe president who was arrested over the killing of a gardener will shock you. What started as a breaking headline has now escalated into a full-blown international controversy. The son of a former Zimbabwean president has been arrested in Johannesburg, with reports alleging that he shot a security guard in a shocking incident that has left many demanding answers. Authorities are now stepping forward. Dimakatso Nevuhulwi from the South African Police Service is briefing the media, shedding light on what exactly happened, how the arrest unfolded, and what charges could follow. This is a developing story with major implications. Stay with us as we bring you every verified update. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, and because you won't want to miss what comes next.
Right, welcome back. Let's take you to our breaking news story. The son of former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe has been arrested in Johannesburg. Let's listen in to Colonel Dimakatso Nevuhulwi from the SAPS briefing the media.
But the circumstances of the shooting at this moment, they are still a bit sketchy. And as you can see, we do have our police units that are here that are doing their preliminary investigations. We also have our dog unit that is currently searching in the house, searching for the firearm that is alleged to have been used to shoot the particular employee. So at the moment, we will be taking into custody two people. They are aged 33 and 24. They will be taken in for questioning so that we can determine actually as to what happened during when this shooting occurred and what actually led to the shooting.
Sorry, are you unable to find the firearm? Is that what you're saying?
At the moment, we don't have the firearm, but our dog unit, like I indicated, we do have our dog unit inside. They are searching through, but we did manage to find a cartridge, and that cartridge will be taken in to form part of the investigation.
Colonel Dimakatso, Criselda Lewis from SABC Television News. I do understand that members of the police had to negotiate with two of the suspects that you plan to take into custody now for them to come outside. We had arrived a bit earlier and they did not want to come outside. Can you confirm that for us? What is currently taking place inside? Are you inside still negotiating, or is that part of looking for the firearm which is alleged to have been used in this incident? Also, do we know what the condition of the victim is?
Yes, I can confirm that. Like I indicated earlier on, that our police members, they were stopped by the security to indicate that there's a shooting in this house. And as you can see, it's a high-walled fence residence. Indeed, they had to knock and so that they can be opened, and then eventually they gained entry. And currently what is happening now is already indicated. We do have our dog unit inside, and also some of our units that are inside searching for the firearm. And like I also indicated, that the two men that are staying in this house, they will be taken in relation to this attempted murder case. The victim has been taken to the hospital currently. It was indicated that he's in a critical condition, but we are hoping that he will be fine.
Do you know how many shots were fired?
At the moment, we don't know how many shots were fired, so that will form part of our investigation. Like I indicated, we are still searching for the firearm that was allegedly used, but we did find a cartridge inside the yard, so it will also be taken.
Why are two people being taken in?
There were two people inside the house that were allegedly there when the incident happened.
From your preliminary investigations, Colonel, we understand that there was an altercation before the shots had gone off. Are you investigating that as well, as you continue, of course, with your probe?
Yes, that's the reports that we received, and those will form part of our investigation. Yes, it was indicated that the gardeners indicated that the victim is alleged to be a gardener in this particular yard. It was alleged that he didn't come to work and there was some sort of a squabble. So that will form part of the investigation, obviously. Those are the information that we'll have to follow up as to unravel as to what happened actually and what led to this actual shooting.
Are the two suspects cooperating with police?
They are cooperating. At the moment, I can confirm that they are cooperating. They are there inside with the police officials.
Right, and you said their ages 33 and?
33 and 23.
And could you just confirm with us that it was a gardener, not a security guard?
No, it is reported that he's a gardener of this yard. He's a gardener, not a security yard. The information that we have.
Thank you very much, Colonel Dimakatso from the South African Police Service, confirming to us that at this particular stage they will be taking into custody 2 individuals who earlier on SABC News would have shown you were in handcuffs a bit earlier on, right here behind me, a 33-year-old and a 23-year-old. What we understand now, as we did indicate a bit earlier on, Mfundo, is that we do understand that this was the gardener who is in this particular area. So reports earlier of it being a guard. Police have now clarified that that is a gardener who's alleged to have been shot or who was shot, and in actual fact he's been taken to hospital in a critical condition. That has been confirmed, and police say indeed the reports that they do have is that there'd been some kind of altercation before the shots had gone off. What is currently taking place inside, the police are indicating that the 2 suspects are cooperating with police. We can confirm by what we saw earlier, they are already in handcuffs. So they are cooperating with police at the moment. Police are still looking for the firearm that's alleged to have been used in this particular incident. A little bit earlier on, you would recall speaking to the private aide of one of the individuals who SABC News saw and can confirm is the son of a former president here on the continent, that indeed police obviously shying away from mentioning who that individual is. But when we were here a little bit earlier on live on the show, you would recall, Mfundo, those visuals right here behind us were of individuals that we do know. The police, of course, due to their protocol, of course not mentioning who they are, but a 33-year-old and 23-year-old, those 2 individuals are expected to be brought out here any moment now. Police at this particular stage, what they're looking for is the gun which is believed to have been used in this incident. Police confirming that they've not yet received, or they don't have that gun yet at this particular stage. And all right, I'm hearing from police now, in fact, that it's 33 years old and 28. Mfundo, just let me clarify that as well. I'm sure you can understand police are obviously still trying to get information as they investigate. So it is 28 and 33-year-old. Those are the 2 individuals who are currently handcuffed on these premises right here behind me. They're expected to be taken out. I think they've just been kept at this particular stage as the police investigate, try to find this weapon that's believed to have been used in this incident, and we'll continue. Let me try to see if I can't speak to Serge. How are you? Come through, Serge. Mfunda, I happen to see somebody that I do know here that has been mentioned in a very. Let me ask my colleague to come with me. Could my colleague come this way? Just be careful there.
Okay, right. Those live visuals there. SABC News reporter Griselda Lewis, of course, just trying to get someone to speak to, just to get a sense of the story as we piece it together. Let's take you back to those visuals as Griselda questions that individual.
Well, obviously, Serge, you're probably here to try and ascertain. Look, Mfundo, we are on location at this particular stage, and what we're showing you at the moment is Serge Kabonge. Well, of course, you'd. All right.
Yeah, I don't want to be part of that.
No, that's okay. You don't want to be part of it, but you're saying you're here to support a friend. Just talk to us a bit about that. I mean, you must have heard the allegations of what has happened, Serge Kabonge.
No, I'm just very shocked when I hear the news about Bella. What happened with Bella? I was shocked. That's why I just come to check what happened with him. I don't want to be part of that, really. Right. That's all I can say to you guys.
But he is your friend, yeah. He is your friend.
Yeah, he's a friend. Yes, you know, I'm just shocked with the news that I got that he shot on the bodyguard. I'm very shocked on that. That's all I can say. Right. I don't know what the reason of it. I don't want to be part of that.
Serge Kabonge, thank you very much indeed. Serge Kabonge, in fact, is a friend of one of the suspects that is inside the house. He mentions the name. The security has also mentioned the name, and police, of course, not mentioning anything at this particular stage. Let's just show you where we are still moving towards this direction. And you'd remember, of course, that particular name also having come up in one of the other important stories that is happening in South Africa. But I'm not going to mention that because obviously there's no link. There's no link to that at all at this stage. But Serge Kabonge is saying he's here to support a friend. We know which friend he is talking about. And I'm really trying to thread very carefully at this stage because the news is already out. It is one of the sons of the former president of Zimbabwe. And we're told by police now, in them rectifying the age groups of the two suspects who are handcuffed behind me, that it is a 28-year-old and 33-year-old. Police are still searching for the gun inside, which is believed to have been used in this. Police also confirming that it's not a security guard, but it is the gardener who's believed to have been shot, who is in a critical condition. Those are the details that police have at this stage. They're still searching for the weapon, and those are about the details that we have at this particular point, but them confirming that those two individuals, who include the son of the late former president of Zimbabwe, they will be taken in. They will be arrested. They are in handcuffs. I can't confirm that for you at this stage. They are in handcuffs, and they will be taken in for attempted murder. That is what the police have mentioned to us. So the two will be taken in for alleged involvement in this attempted murder of this gardener. There seems to have been an altercation that took place. Gunshots went off. Police not able to say exactly how many gunshots at this particular stage. We also spoke to the private security of the son of the former president of Zimbabwe a little bit earlier on. Him telling us that he got a call from one of the suspects inside asking him to come in. But you'd recall, police were not able to let him in at the time. At some point they did try to move towards the area where they were. Police still looking for the gun that's believed to have been used in this attempted murder case. So we'll wait here until police have completed their work, still looking for that firearm, and then the two suspects, aged 33 and 28, will be escorted from out of this building, facing charges of attempted murder.
Criselda, it's Mpho. As we know that the details are rather sketchy, I mean, you've been trying to piece it all together on the back of police giving that very short address. When it comes to the nature of this investigation at this stage, we are also learning from the police that they are using dog units to search for that firearm. And a question was also posed on how many shots were fired. Talk to us a little bit about what was found and how police are hoping to bring this, this matter to book.
If my very short memory serves me well, Mpho, I think police did indicate that they found a cartridge inside. I think just confirm that with my colleagues. Yeah, they did say, thank you very much, colleagues. Just confirming once again with my colleagues there that the police did indicate that they found a cartridge inside. They're not able to say exactly how many shots were fired, but let me take you to where this is believed to have happened. Come with us. So we understand that the man would have walked from there. The shots are believed to have gone in there. You come with me towards this direction, and I'll show you. This is where police had cleaned up this area. You see where this police tape has been put here. I'm not sure. All right, I'm not going to go too close because I don't think that would be necessary. My colleague will see where there's a bit of water that has been okay. We have, please don't go too close, Bulelani. I don't think, I'm just trying to be a little bit appropriate here for somebody who has been shot at that particular place. So that's the area where the man had been shot. Sir, were you here in this area?
He was there, he was here.
Oh, all right. I don't want to really get him into any trouble. I asked my colleague, there is someone who would have seen something here, and he's working for clearly a security company, that being one of our colleagues in the media, Oren. And indeed, this is where this all had taken place. Apparently had fallen there, has now been taken to hospital in a critical condition. I'm quite, there's a gentleman that is behind me, Mpho. I'm not sure if he would be able to speak to us at this particular point. I don't think I don't think we're going to show his face. I'm going to ask my colleague Bulelani Scott just to be careful there. Bulelani, if you could just tilt your camera downwards, please. And let me see if I can't speak to this. Molo Dada. Dada. No, we're not showing you on the TV because we can see that you're working for a company. Uzwila mashota Nanjelana a little bit earlier on. Uzwe Ninjela. Oh, okay, Baba. No, that is why, Paul, we're not showing his face. We're not showing the company that he works for, because television a bit tricky. You'd get some of these individuals that might have heard or seen something into trouble. I'm not trying to get anyone fired. So he gives details a little bit earlier on about just hearing what had taken place here. Let me move with my colleague Bulelani Scott once again to this area where we believe, Bulelani, you could stay on, let's move towards where we believe the suspects will be coming out from. And you can see this is where there had been, we understand that the gardener had run from where those cars are parked and right to that area where we showed you there. And police have now cordoned off, like just a few moments ago, you'll see now, from where we were, police have now cordoned off this area towards the gate where the two suspects, aged 28 and 33, are expected to come out. One of them is the son of a former president here on the continent. SABC News, when we were here a bit earlier, you would recall that live on our visuals, as they had come out, we saw the handcuffs, we saw who they were, but we're just trying to go per SAP's protocol at this particular stage. We know that the negotiation process of having them come out is over now, Mpo, but they are still searching for the firearm at this particular stage, and that's really what's keeping us at the stage before the two suspects will be brought out. Police sent in those police dogs to try and find those particular. I would suspect that they're going to come out now.
No.
Not at this particular stage. All right. I'm really trying my luck, Mpo, and really trying my luck. And we see some of the cars being pushed back at this stage.
Yeah.
I can only but imagine, and let me tell you, Mpo, from a number of these scenes that we've worked in, the police are likely to take a vehicle inside so that we don't actually get, but you saw a little bit earlier on the two individuals that were in handcuffs. Unfortunately, we could not avoid that. As we were live, those individuals were behind us in those handcuffs, negotiating with police. They went back inside, and what we know now is that police are, of course, looking for that firearm, which is believed to have been used in this incident. There are still more police officers that are inside, and we do know that at this stage, that police will try to ensure that once those two come out, they did indicate they will be facing attempted murder charges. All right, I do understand that at this particular point, stay with me please, Mpo. I do understand that something has just come through my cell phone. I've just been alerted by our team there at the SABC. And I'm told now from one of our senior reporters at the SABC that SABC News special correspondent Sophie Mokoena also spoke to those close to former President Robert Mugabe's wife, Grace Mugabe, who is now aware and has been informed, and I understand that she is disturbed by this information. I'm told by my colleague SABC News special correspondent Sophie Mokoena that we are allowed to use this information, that the mother of one of course, we've been confirming this is one of the suspects is the son of the former late president of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe. I do understand his mother has now been informed. That's information I'm getting from SABC News special correspondent Sophie Mokoena, who spoke to those close to former President Robert Mugabe's wife, Grace Mugabe. I'm told now that she's aware of what has taken place here and is quite disturbed. I guess more details of what happened will then become clearer. The police gave us what they have, but most likely, once they then are brought out, it is confirmed indeed that they are arrested. They will be brought out. Police are still looking for this firearm, which is believed to have been used to shoot the gardener. The gardener is still in a critical condition, and that's about the details that we have at this particular stage. Thanks to the police, therefore, also clarifying some of these issues, because Mfundo and Mpo, as you would know, when breaking news does come through, we would report on what we believe is to have happened. Police now confirming indeed it is not a security guard, but it is the gardener who is believed to have been shot and is in a critical condition at this stage. Those are the details that we have for you at this point.
Well, thank you very much, Griselda Lewis, outside there of that Johannesburg home, as the son of Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe, as well as an accomplice, are in that house as police probe this matter following the shooting of what we believe is a gardener, and it's a developing story that we will continue to monitor. Stay with us. We return shortly.
Let's now go straight to Bramley Police Station and speak to our senior reporter, Griselda Lewis, who's stationed out there. Griselda, we've just broken the news, of course, that now the two men who were taken in for questioning have now essentially been arrested. Just walk us through what happened at the house and where you are now at the moment. What is the latest?
Well, Unati, we must apologize for our shot there. You can imagine we moved from one location to another, and this is where indeed the son of the former president of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, Benjamin Mugabe, that name has already been put out there, but police, of course, are not confirming the name. A little bit earlier on today, Unati, you would have seen the visuals that we've been beaming on our screen of the two suspects in handcuffs. Police earlier telling us before the vehicles that they were transported in to here the Bramley police station, that they were being brought in for questioning. SABC News can confirm now, just a few seconds ago, police confirmed that the son of former President Robert Mugabe has now been arrested, and he has been detained with the second suspect. There are a number of lawyers, we understand, that are with the son of the former President of Mugabe inside the police cells at this stage. What we can confirm from police just a few seconds ago, confirming to us indeed that they will be detained. I specifically asked the question whether they have now been arrested. They indicate that the two suspects have now been arrested, and they say that they will be detained. A court date will be given at a later stage, but they will appear in court. That is what I'm understanding. The Gauteng police have confirmed that they are busy with an arresting statement at the moment, that they have been arrested. In fact, I can attribute that to the police who were speaking to us on the scene at the stage. That is, of course, Colonel Dimakatso Nebuli, who confirmed to us a few moments ago that indeed the two have now been arrested. Police have confirmed that to us. That is what they are saying. They're saying that they will be detained as well. That is the official word that we're getting from the police at this stage. I certainly can attribute that to the police that have been on location at the time. Remember, there'd been a lot of confusion about exactly what had been taking place, whether they were being taken in for questioning or whether they had been arrested, because earlier on, when we arrived at the scene, when the two suspects had been brought to the front of the gate and police had been engaging with them, they'd taken them back into the house, and police came and told us that they brought them in for questioning, or were bringing them in for questioning here at the Bramley police station. They'd only found some cartridges on location. They are yet to find the gun which is believed to have been used in this shooting. We understand that the gardener who was shot has been taken to the hospital. He is in a critical condition, we understand, at this point, but I can certainly tell you with confirmation, with certainty, and I can attribute this to the police who I spoke to just a few moments ago, who indicated to us that we now can confirm that they've been detained. And I distinctly asked, does that detention mean arrest? And they said yes. That is an arrest. They will communicate about when they are due to appear in court. I do know that there are a number of lawyers that had gone in, perhaps to take a brief, to take this matter on. But at this particular stage, we'll learn, I guess, officially from the lawyers who will be placed on record, who will take on this matter. But of course, what we do understand as well from one of our senior colleagues, Sophie Mukwena, is that the mother of the son is alleged to also have been informed of what has taken place. We understand that she is quite distraught over what took place inside that house. We do understand that the gardener had been in some altercation with allegedly with the son of former President Robert Mugabe and the other suspect, and as a result there was then that shooting incident. He'd run out of the gate, and after he had run out of the gate he had fallen at some point outside the premises, and that's where the paramedics had treated him a little bit earlier on. But of course, what we can confirm at this stage, we've spoken to Colonel Dimakatso Nebuli, who was at the scene. She told us at the time, this was before the two suspects had left or brought here to Bramley, that they were being taken in for questioning. I did make another call. We do understand from police now that the two have been arrested. She did say they are going to be detained. She did say that they are going to be, the media will be told at a later stage, I guess, when they are due to appear in court. So at this particular stage, they're facing charges of attempted murder. That's what the police say those charges are. And this is, of course, relating to the shooting of the gardener. Police are yet to find the weapon that was used. We asked police a little bit earlier on, where is the weapon then? Because we do have someone who's been shot. Police say while they found cartridges at the scene, they did not find any bullet casings, and also the gun itself is still missing. So we did ask questions about whether police are investigating the possibility at this stage that the scene might have been tampered with. Police say they're not going to rule out that possibility, because the question is then, where is the gun? Where is the gun that was used in this shooting? And police are yet to find that at this stage. In actual fact, the head of crime detectives here in Gauteng, this is Kumalo, is also here on location. We understand the head of crime detectives here in Gauteng. So it's likely, well, this is just speculation at this particular point, whether this case is going to be transferred to the Gauteng division. What we find in particular mostly with these high profile cases, in order to ensure that there is also seamless communication about what happens next, it will be then transferred to the province. We'll wait to hear if indeed that is the case, but the head of crime detectives is here at the police station at this particular time. But what I can confirm to you at this stage, just a few moments ago, speaking to the police now confirming that the two suspects have been detained, and I distinctly asked, what does that mean? Just to be clear, and they did say that they have now been arrested. They'll communicate at a later stage about when the court appearance will be facing those attempted murder charges. What we also saw a bit earlier on, police confirming to us that when SABC News arrived at the scene, the two suspects had not yet come out of the house. At some point, I do understand that they wanted to take the task force in to go and negotiate for them to come out. But then at some point, SABC News had been on location where the two suspects had come out, including, of course, these two suspects being the son of former President Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe. And we do understand from police now that they will be detained, that those are the exact words that the police used. And they said they will be arrested. They will then say when a court appearance will take place. There's been a lot of communication about exactly what is transpiring in this case, pertaining to whether it is questioning, whether it is detention, whether it is an arrest. But just a few moments before we went to air, I can certainly attribute it to the police spokesperson who was on location telling me that the two suspects have now been arrested. They will be detained, and a court date, of course, will be communicated. But right now, they are in the cells right behind me. I do understand that there are lawyers possibly possibly at this stage who have been brought on brief to handle this particular matter. They're facing these attempted murder charges, and police telling us that the only thing that they found on location was those cartridges. Before we left the scene itself, police had also moved to the next door house in order to go and search, because I guess they're leaving no stone unturned at this particular point pertaining to what exactly happened to the gun. And I do know that after the police had arrived on location, and the reason why they'd taken so long to remove the two suspects from the house was because they'd been taking them through the house, asking them, where is the gun? Where is the gun? But obviously there's been nothing forthcoming with regard to where this weapon is. So what we can confirm at this particular stage, police just a few moments before we went to air telling us that indeed they've been detained, indeed we can now say that they've been arrested, and that a court date will be forthcoming on those attempted murder charges. Unati, I'm not sure if you're still able to hear me at this particular point. I think we might have been disconnected, but we'll try to get a sense of what the latest is. But Colonel Dimakatso Nivuli confirming just a few moments before we went to air that indeed they will be detained. I asked if it's an arrest, and she said yes, it is an arrest. That I can confirm to you, speaking to her a few moments before we went to air, because while we were at location they said they were being brought to Bramley in order to come and be questioned about what transpired at that Hyde Park address.
Criselda, trust me, we could hear every word. Thank you so much for that comprehensive report. Criselda Lewis, a senior reporter, just of course monitoring all angles to this developing story.